Okay, give it just a sec for her to boot up here. Alright, and we're live, pal. Once again, baby. So, hey, Andy here. And let me just make sure everything is all good. Okay, that's fine. Alright, load up some musics. Oh, I gotta check one more thing. I don't know why it always does that shit. So let's. Okay. So I'll go ahead and share it real quick. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, for some reason, whenever I go on a live stream, before I've actually like started it up, I guess like when I open up the Stream Deck, it sends a ping to the Discord saying that I'm streaming, but I'm not streaming yet. I'm getting the title and everything all figured out, because it basically just goes off like the old previous live stream. But tis what it is, I suppose. Right. Let's make sure everything is all okay, that one looks good. Alright, cool. Awesome. So now let's get the music up. And this one. Yeah, live stream. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Nice. And I think we'll turn it. I noticed it was a little low in the previous live stream, so we'll go ahead and turn it up just a little bit. And as always, if levels are a little wonky, just let me know. I probably should update the description now that I think about it. Well, I don't have a music link here, do I? But that's okay. We'll fix that here in a sec. Or I'll just fix it in post. How? Put that bad boy in chat there. Okay. Wait to see if some peeps are coming in. I might be streaming a little too early, I don't know. It's all there. Cool. What time is it over there? Oh dang. I guess it would be a little earlier than how I normally do it. Yeah, I usually do it around like 8 or 9, but I have work, so it is what it is. But yeah, 5 and 2. Might not get anybody at this rate, chat. Oh, so, anyways, I figure since I had a little speck of time, I've just been really busy with my new job and getting that all sorted. I actually really like my new job. It's still editing videos, it's just for another company. I was a little intimidated by it at first, just because of how they do things. But, actually, let me switch it. Okay, cool. I was a little intimidated by how they do things initially, because it's a little complex and it uses like markers and stuff like that. But, which I'm not really used to. But, once I got the hang of it, it's pretty easy. You know, you just get into like a rhythm and a flow with things, and you know, pretty good. So I could definitely see myself doing more of this. It's just a matter of trying to schedule everything else within that, because it does take up a lot of my time, and especially, you know, since I can only work so many hours a week. That ain't for me, so not expecting any packages from Amazon. It's weird, like that doorbell, I guess they gave us like a new doorbell system. Well, it's not that new now. We've had it for a couple months now, but they gave us a doorbell system to where, you know, if we order pizza or something like that, you know, just ring the bell and go to the thing and do the thing. But for some reason, I don't know if it's just ours or if others do this too, but like, I guess like the signal from other people's doorbells interferes and like activates the doorbell. So I've had to like train myself to be like, okay, am I expecting something? If not, I'm not going to answer the door, because there's nobody there. Fucking nosh. Alright. Anyway, guys. Today, we're just having ourselves the usual breakfast. Itsumu aso gohan. Sorry. Fucking heathen barbarian ton. But, yep, got ourselves some Tully's Barista's Black coffee. Definitely a classic in terms of canned coffee. I like drinking canned coffee, mostly just for the convenience. You know, I can just throw the shit in the bag and walk home. Obviously, I've heard from other people that the stuff that you make in the store is a lot better. I definitely agree, but I can't throw that in the bag. I definitely like an all-in-one solution. That's just kind of how I roll. But if I'm just going in for a quick sip, might imbibe in that. And also give it a little extra with a little, you know, tiny can, or regular can, I guess, here. With them, with them premium beans! And I definitely need them premium beans today, for sure. So, one of the things I've learned in Japan is kind of the color labelings. So, you know, obviously it helps to know Japanese. You know, I say that, you know, obviously the more you know, the better you'll do out here, and the more things open up to you. But if you're either in the process of learning it, or you don't really know it right now, basically, there are ways to kind of decipher the amount of things just based on color coding. And I find it's pretty consistent with most brands. I'm sure there's exceptions, but with most brands and stuff, you know, there's a consistency I've noticed. So obviously it's based on the colors. So obviously, you know, black can, if it says black or whatever, it's black coffee. Okay, that's pretty simple, right? Then you get to the gold cans, or like a brown or kind of a yellow, whatever. Those usually have just a little bit, so just like a little bit of sugar or cream or whatever, These are actually the ones I prefer the most because I do like a little bit of cream and a little bit of sugar, but I don't want like cafe au lait type shit. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Then you got like the, you know, kind of normal looking cans, you know, either red or sometimes they dress them up a little bit, but yeah, it's kind of the, I guess, normal amount of cream or whatever. And then you get cafe au lait, which is usually like a cream color. So, you know, again, it's not, you know, there are some exceptions, of course, but that's kind of the general aesthetic. So if you're wondering like how much cream and stuff is in it, you know, or if there is any, that's generally a good way to go about it. I've found. And today's brekkie includes 2 heaping helpings of tuna sando from 7-Eleven. Man. Whew, I had a good night's sleep last night. Have you ever had one of those good nights sleep where you're still kind of out of it a little bit? That's kind of where I'm at right now. So, yeah, man. Since getting off the sauce, life's been feeling pretty darn good. Not gonna lie. I don't even really feel all that tempted to go back either. You know, like I look at the liquor aisle and stuff like that in the conveni, pass by it, and I'm just like, yeah, you know. So I think I'm at that point where I'm pretty okay with not drinking on the regular anymore. You know, if I do want to, I don't want to say that I'll like never ever drink ever again, but I think, you know, my days of day drinking are over. You know, because definitely want to. How much we got left? Doesn't seem like that much. Anyway, just because I was hitting it a little too hard, especially last year, for obvious reasons. But yeah, I was just hitting it a little too hard, and originally it was just to like take a break from it for a little bit, you know, maybe like a week. But after that first week, I was starting to feel pretty good, and I was like, what if I do 2 weeks? We're already a little over 2 weeks at this point. And I'm like, I feel great, you know, like getting sober's one of the best things that ever happened to me, to be honest. You know, like I felt like looking back at where I was before, you know, obviously I just was not in a good headspace. I was just really burnt out, and I think a good part of the reason why I stopped making videos at the end of last year was due in part to drinking too much, you know, because it caused me to like second guess myself, and I couldn't like think right and stuff. And the thing was, like, I know I make it sound like, oh man, you must have really been hitting that sauce hard, but you know, obviously, like, compared to like other people who drink, it's not that much. But for me, it was just kind of the compounding effects of daily drinking. So, you know, I'd go out and get like, you know, like a tall a tall boy chew high, or like a tall beer, and maybe get like a small boy chew high or small beer or whatever. And just like think nothing of it. I was just like, you know, whatever, just grab something for lunch, no biggie. And I never like drank and like blacked out or anything like that, or threw up over myself. I always was able to handle my liquor, but you know, I think just doing that you know, day in and day out, it's not that healthy for you. Plus, a lot of the drinks I like are really sweet, so all those extra carbs definitely add up in some way. So yeah, while I can't say I'll never ever drink again, I don't really feel an urge to go back at this point. You know, maybe for like Hanami or something like that, I'll have a couple drinks, or you know, get invited out with friends or something like that. Wouldn't mind cracking down a few beers or whatnot. But as far as just drinking by myself on the daily again, nah. Don't want to do it. Shit ain't good for you anyway, so. Man. Some good tuna sando, let me tell you. Definitely some good stuff for sure. And your boy like it spicy, so yeah. It's kind of hard to find good spicy hot sauce out here. Most of it's like Tabasco or really low level spice. And even like the Japanese prepared stuff, they're like togarashi type stuff. It's mostly soy based, so it just tastes like spicy shoyu most of the time. Which for some dishes that's pretty cool, but it doesn't go with everything, you know. And it's only so spicy. With this stuff, you know, the Blair's Sudden Death hot sauce, it's an American brand, but it's readily available out here in Japan. You can get these at Don Quixote. I think they're about $7-8 a bottle, roughly. And they also have like less spicy flavors, so if you don't like the super uber duper hot sauce of death, I think in terms of Scoville, this is like 300K. It's not their highest one. That's the highest one they have in the store. I looked it up. So I'm like, I want to hurt today. But, hey, Morning Twin Lamps. How you doing today? But yeah, they do have less spicy flavors, so. Yeah, my spice tolerance has definitely gone up for sure. So I remember when I was stationed in Yokosuka and was making stuff, I remember only adding like just a few drops of that stuff. I mean, like, oh man, that stuff blew me away. Now I just do like a line on a freaking tuna sando. But yeah. It's a good way to wake up in the morning, let me tell you what. A little spice in your life. Spice up your life. Yeah, boy. Always look the label. On the inside, not the outside. That's gross. Man. Yeah, if you guys are wondering, excuse me. If you guys are wondering what the other spice I use is, just a little bit of Cajun seasoning. Got the stuff from National Azabu Market. Got it several months ago. Been using it like all the friggin' time, and I've only used that much. So this stuff lasts for friggin' ever. Hey, what up, Game Unlocked? How you doing? Morning, guys. Good to see y'all in the chat. I'm pretty liberal about my spices. I think I'm like the only one in my family that does that. Everybody else is like, oh my gosh, mayonnaise is too spicy. How can you eat that stuff? You have a Costco card? Nah. I think that'll probably be next. You know, once I get my financials in order. So I just switched to a new job, so I'm just trying to get back in the black, if you know what I'm saying. And I ain't talking baristas black. That Cajun spice. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, I got this from National Azabu. I think it was, oh gosh, how much was it? It was several months ago. Wasn't all that much, maybe 500 yen at most, something like that. Yeah, I have this stuff like all the time. I use it on friggin' everything, especially these tuna sandos. Oh man, just powder that shit on. And I've only used this much. I use this shit like literally all the time. Sometimes I think in the middle of the night elves refill it or something. I don't mind. Definitely get my money's worth of that, let me tell you. Gone through bottles of mayonnaise and bottles of hot sauce, but I've only had to get one of those Cajun seasoning things. So, man. To go Shigen's buy stuff from Costco. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Probably mark it up to hell or something like that. I don't know how legal that is, but guess it depends. But yeah, it would be pretty sweet to get a Costco. Probably cheaper. Could be. Hard saying. There was a lot of stuff in National Azabu. I was like, why the hell is it so damn much? Like, I understand like import taxes, but even still, it's like, damn, dude. So that's why I couldn't go there like all the time. You know, I had to kind of pick my spots with National Azabu. And plus, most of the stuff that I would get from there, I can get out in town anyway, or go to like Donkey or something like that. Donkey's actually pretty good with certain import goods if you're looking for like foods and stuff like that. They're pretty good. That's where I always get the Blair's hot sauce. Although I think this particular one I ordered off Amazon because I was like, I don't want to fucking go out to Donkey and pick it up. So I just wasn't feeling it that day. But yeah, you know, I'd get like chili. Well, chili mix I can get out in Life. You know, if I want to make chili, I can get pretty much everything out at the Life supermarket close to where I'm living. There are like certain beans that I can't get out there. Like if I wanted to get like white beans or something like that, I'd have to hit up. Well, actually, Donkey has some white beans. They got the Canilli beans, the Italian white beans. But National Azabu has you have Canilli or Great Northern. Yeah. Well, actually, you can't get fresh. You can get fresh at National Azabu. You can get fresh jalapenos. But yeah, best you could get in most places is the canned stuff, which, you know, It's better than nothing, but yeah, I definitely agree with you, Game Unlock. I'm a fresh chili man myself, and it hurts my Kokoros not being able to get fresh chili out here, like the chili peppers for my chili con carne. Because usually, for me, if I were to make chili back in Mercagen land, I would get, if I would make like a crock pot full of it, like a 6-quart crock pot, Kiwi Kitchen, ooh, nice. Yeah, if I were to make like a crock pot full of chili, I would get 3 jalapenos and 3 serranos. To me, that was like the perfect balance of spice, so it would give you enough to make you know that it means business, but not enough to make you like question your life choices. At least for my level of spice tolerance. Maybe for others they'd be like, oh my god, it's too spicy, I'm gonna die. For me it's alright. You know. And then yeah, the main stuff that it's kinda hard to come by out here in terms of like getting chili or something like that are the actual like fresh chilies and some beans. Although beans are becoming a little more common, you just gotta look for them a bit. But yeah, most things I can get out here or get off like Amazon JP or something like that. So it's not too hard to find. If you're looking for like fresher stuff like bacon or whatever, that can get. Yo, never Nasagi, of course not. What up, John? There's a cafe, but runs a catering company, does lunches for English speaking. Oh, nice, nice. Look that up. It sounds familiar, and I might have passed it a time or two. Kiwi Kitchen. Yeah. Looks awfully familiar. Nice, they got different like curries and school bento packs and stuff. That looks pretty dope. Salads, wraps. I don't know what the main dishes are, it doesn't say. Lunch in school. I wish they would show like. So that's the thing I hate about like Japanese websites. They just like overload you with. This one isn't that bad with the text, but it's like the pictures are like itty bitty little tiny pictures, and just a for most Japanese websites, it's just a fucking wall of text. But like itty bitty little pictures. So actually access the Killigan Schoolhouse a couple weeks ago. Okay. Ooh, Killigan Stew House. Giant Stew House. Ooh. Nice. I don't know if he Killigan Stew House. I'm not sure if I edited that one or not. I don't edit all of Eric's videos, but I do edit most of them. But he does edit some stuff. Or he has somebody else do it. He also has a couple other people. It just depends on how busy they are. But yeah, the recent stuff, nice. I definitely do want to see Eric reach 1 million subs. He is so damn close. So damn close. He's got 795k. Up from like 785 the last time I checked, so he's getting there. He's getting closer. And I was telling him with the last video we were, shooting, because I shot a video for him and edited it last week. So that's, in fact, I actually was working on it a little bit on a previous live stream where we went out to Double Craft Pizza. So, yeah, advice about how to be a successful Gaijin business restaurant owner. Nice. Nice. Yeah, see, I think that stuff's pretty interesting, you know? And I think that's the kind of stuff that'll help take his content to the next level, for sure. It's kind of, you know, doing a little bit of extra work rather than just like going to restaurants, eating food, and be like, oh, it's good or it's not. Well, the devil is in the details, folks. But yeah, I'm just kind of looking through some of the numbers here for Eric's recent-ish videos. Oh, man. I just wish he would get somebody to like properly design thumbnails. Because it's like, on one hand, I do kind of like the uniformness of the thumbnails, because like you know exactly where to look. Like, oh, that's the number, that's the title, okay. But it just seems a little too amateurish, you know. I go and look at other, you know, competitors' thumbnails, and it's just like, man. And I designed a couple thumbnails for him, but I still kind of had to keep to the same format of, you know, the banner on the side and stuff like that. But yeah, he should get somebody proper to do those thumbnails for sure. Where are we at? So, discovered the King Kanto channel on YouTube and love it. Do you think they'll ever critique you? Thanks, Hogwash. No, actually, I was on the King Kanto podcast. I was on their mini cock episode 2, talking about my fallout with old Hambone. So you can look that up. Microcock episode 2. Episode 2번, eh? Yeah, with old Hambone. The Microcock episode. Let me see if I can find it. Where are we at? It was an older one. There we are. It was the one right after the old Hambone one. So, there we are. Yeah, it was said business dissolution or Andy's retribution. Yeah, they had me labeled as Andy Japandi. Yeah, no worries. It's pretty short compared to the regular length episodes, so it's not gonna take you very long. But yeah, they're some pretty swell fellas, let me tell you. You know, pretty nice guys. I'm on the Discord too. Let me finish this and I'll get to talking about them a little more. Oh man. That last little bit of hot sauce, kind of like when it hits the back of your throat, it's like, ah! You know? Like before, if it hits the front, it's like, whatever, don't feel a thing. But it hits that back, it's like, ah, shit. It's been a while since I've listened to the Ryan Boundless episode. I don't even know if did I listen to that one? I don't remember. Yeah, I've listened to a couple episodes, but yeah, I listened to their oh, Tokyo Drew. I thought you meant Tokyo Lens. My bad. So I thought they were pretty light with Tokyo Lens. Yeah, Tokyo Drew is like the fucking patron saint for them. You know, and I think considering how many people, ironically or whatever, watch his content, you know, part of me thinks that he's deserving of like a, kind of like a documentary sort of video. Kind of like how they do with Chris Chan. Because it's kind of the same thing, you know, where it's like somebody who just doesn't like understand why they're the cause of all their problems, and they still continue to perpetuate all that stuff. It's like, what made him this way? What is the attraction? What keeps us fascinated? This is the story of Tokyo Drew. Something, I don't know. Don't want to rip off Gino Samuel too much. Although he does live in Japan. The guy that does the Chris Chan documentary, he does live in Japan. I would love to meet him sometime. Oh man. It's yeah, that Chris Chan documentary, it's a fucking wild ride, let me tell you. Definitely clear your schedule if you're planning on having to sit and watching it. Because, well, there's several Chris Chan documentaries, actually. I think the one that started it for me was the one by Satchmo. That's only like an hour and some change. That's not too bad. And then there's the Down the Rabbit Hole one, which is about that, maybe a little shorter. And then the Gino Samuel one is just like a fucking marathon. Hey, what up, Joe? Any significant school updates? So, I don't know if you were here in some of the previous live streams, but Lakeland University, Japan is officially going forward with the bachelor's program. I don't think they've announced it yet on their website, but they sent out a thing to alumni, which is me, saying that, yeah, we're going to be offering bachelor's programs in the summer, and we'd like to know if you're interested and like get some contact info and all this, that, and the other. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. You know, I just obviously sent it to them right away, but yeah, just request my COE. I don't think so. But even if I do, no, I don't have to re-request my COE because post 9/11, you only have to do that once, and you can just print it off of e-benefits if they need it. But yeah, most of the time, if you like transfer to a school or something like that, you know, as soon as they start pulling bennies, you know, they'll be able to get that right away. So for me, it might be different for Montgomery or whatever, but for me, I just had to request it like once, and if they needed it, I could just print it off. But most of the time, they never really ask for it. Does it get turned on or off? Well, it's only on when I'm in class. Like right now, I'm not on it. But as far as like in between semesters or in between schools or something like that, and I like go back into it, it depends on the school. Like some schools, it like turns on right away, and I get my check, you know, the at the end of the month, beginning of the following month. When I start a new program, does it get turned on or off? No, I never really noticed anything like that, because I have changed programs before when I was at Western Michigan, because I originally was in management information systems. So I was in the like computer IT. Well, actually, no, that was the business side. So I was part of business school at Western, so like the business department, whatever. And then when I changed over to film production, I had to go to the arts school department, whatever. And I didn't notice any changes with my GI Bill at all. No drop in bennies, or not get my checks when I was supposed to, or none of that stuff. The only time I really notice it is quarter one. Quarter one fucking sucks dick, man. Let me tell you. For those who don't know, quarter one is from January to March. So when you're coming off a Christmas break, you get your so for those who aren't on the GI Bill, I'm not going to go through like the whole rigmarole, but just kind of talk about this part. If you're starting up in the winter/spring semester, whatever, the very first semester of the year, you don't get paid an actual full GI Bill check until the end of February, early March. Oh, you're starting back at TUJ? Nice. Are you going through like the graduate program? That's awesome, dude. Anyway, so you don't get paid like a full actual check until the end of February, early March. Nice. Congrats, dude. Proud of ya. Yeah, I definitely won't have enough GI Bill left over for something like that. But I'll barely have enough to scrape by just to get my bachelor's at this point. But anyway, sorry, ADD moment. So with how the GI Bill works, because a lot of people think, oh, you just get paid a whole bunch of money and there you go. And that's kind of how it is. Like when, damn, you got all that shit done, you still have 2 years left? Fuck's sakes. But you're also in reserves too, so that helps. Yeah, totally. I mean, fuck, if you got it. If you got it, man, you got it. So, why not? I 100% agree. And if it keeps you in the country, like, shit, man. So, I've heard that, and you don't have to answer this if you're not comfortable about it, but I've heard that Temple also has a graduate school in Osaka. I don't know if that's the management one or if that's something else. But is that something that you're interested in? Moving out to Kansai? Oh, nice. Okay, that explains it. That explains it. So you had like previous credits and stuff like that. Okay. See, that'd have been nice if I had something like that. But yeah, man. I remember there was a couple folks when I was going in the... Yeah. Well, Tokyo is just more convenient in a lot of ways. As far as stuff like that goes. I just figured, I don't know if you'd be interested in moving out to Kansai, just kind of see how it is. New environment, new change, new whatever. Zhuzh it up. Go out there, make some videos or something like that. Nah, who am I kidding? Oh man, make videos less than I do, shit. That's all good. Yeah, that's awesome you got in, dude. Been there, but with poet. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, Colonial Macaroni definitely changed a lot of things. And, for me, it definitely made me want to avoid living in Tokyo as much as I can. I have to, be near it, of course, but like I don't want to actually live inside Tokyo anymore. Even if it didn't happen, just living in Tokyo is too fucking busy for me. Too much shit going on. Everybody's always in a fucking rush. It's just, I don't like it. I don't like it. So, that's why I moved out to Kawasaki. because it's the closest city to Tokyo from Kanagawa. So I'm still pretty darn close to Tokyo. But, ooh, that is pretty convenient. Shit, you don't have to move or nothing. Just basically do the old commute that I do, right? Just as long as you can roll from your bed to your computer, you're good to go. Awesome. Or hell, if you got like a tablet or something like that, or if you want to like sit up with a laptop, you can do the whole damn thing from your bed. Don't have to move or nothing. Shit. That's awesome. Yeah, that was one of the things I did enjoy was the online classes. Just because, you know, just the train times and everything like that was so inconvenient, rather. Nothing in the warehouse. Man, I wish I did. That closed. I think that might have closed before I even got back to Japan, actually. Let me check the times. Or it might have been like right when I arrived. Because your boy was po as fuck when I came to Japan. When did it close down? Oh, Kawasaki. Closing. Oh yeah, it's November 17th of 2019. Yeah, I wasn't in Japan yet. Okay. Yeah, because I knew it was around that time. But yeah, I arrived in Japan like a month later. So, hey, no worries, man. Yeah, collab soon, dude. For real. Or just, you know, catch up. Don't matter to me. But, yeah, good seeing you, Joe. Hope to see you again soon. Pinned twice, it was really cool. Yeah, like, a lot of my friends, especially my friend Jim from the Kid Short Yukon channel, he made a video out there on the last day. And, it was pretty cool. I'm like, man, I really wish I would have gotten a chance to go there, because that was one of the things that was on my list of Anti-Japany videos to make, was the Not to Know Warehouse, because I've always seen like people going there for like Instagram photos and stuff like that, but I wanted to do like a whole video there. I'm like, man, I could really make this place look amazing, you know. But story of my life, right? There's always something going on, right? Whether it's old cloning macaroni or just a lack of funds, it is what it is, you know. I'm pretty patient. I know there's some people who are a little upset that I'm not making videos as much as I used to, or whatever. But first and only time I've seen the original Street Fighter. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I remember when they came out with the pressure buttons, because they didn't quite know how to configure it for an arcade, so they had this system of, instead of like having separate buttons for that stuff, it would just be like if you pushed it lightly, it'd be like a quick punch, but if you like pressed and held it, it'd be like a, you know, like a fierce punch or something like that. I guess I'm thinking a little too much like Killer Instinct. Oh man, loves me some Killer Instinct. Dion. Something I should do at some point, you know, play some video games. I don't want to do it today because I got work later, so I only have a little bit of time. I say a little bit of time, but you know, with live streams, I found that people really like when you're on for like a long ass period of time. But for me, it's like, you know, I get pretty bored, so I don't know how people can stand, you know. It's weird, like, I just don't understand people's attention spans. Like, people can watch long ass live streams with no cuts and a lot of ums and ahs and you knows and stuff like that. But when it comes to like an actual like put together video, they fucking dip out in like 30 seconds, if that. fucking weird. But I do enjoy live streaming, you know. I think it's one of the things that's kind of helped me take the pressure off of making videos on a regular basis. Is just doing these live streams, you know. And I'm trying to kind of figure out like what I want to do, you know. But you know, just these simple, basic, no frills, just me eating some fucking anpan, sipping my coffee, trying not to fucking die. You know, those are some fun live streams. Live streams as well, long ones people do are just too damn long. Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree. It's just like, for me, and especially just my own attention span and like shit I want to talk about, because it's like I kind of run out of shit after a while. I'm just like, words, you know. That's usually when I end the live stream, when I run out of shit to talk about. But you know, when I start IRL streaming like a year and a half, oh man, I wanted to do IRL streaming. I kind of did it with the Breakfast in Tokyo / Japan series. I liked doing it, but you have to have like a good quality data plan, because those streams always turned out really fucking potato for me. And the reason I stopped doing them was because I got my data throttled for a month doing that. So I've seen like some streamers have like a shit ton of SIM cards. So if their data starts getting throttled, they fucking switch them out. But it costs like $200 a month or some weird shit like that. And I'm like, ugh. I mean, if I'm getting some pretty consistent donos, then maybe I could do something like that. But if not, if I gotta foot the bill myself, it's a little choto for me right now. But would definitely be fun to get into for sure. What's my favorite beer these days? Well, to be honest, I don't really drink that much anymore. I've been really cutting back on drinking. In fact, I'm actually over 2 weeks sober right now. But when I do drink, of the current crop of Japanese beers out here, I do like Asahi the Rich and the Double, which is a Pilsner and Ale combo. Those are pretty good. And the Kirin, the fucking, it's a gold label. It means like first press, basically. And I forget the word. Oh shit. I used to know it. I just call it Kirin Gold Label. But, not Ichinoya. That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, it's the gold labeled Kirin that, means first press. That's always a good drinking beer. Chungi. I don't know what it's called. Is it Shibori? I think it's Shibori. Yeah! Kirin Ichiban Shibori. Just look that up. And, you'll see a picture of what I'm talking about. They're in, like, all the fucking convenies. They're, like, yeah. Well, I mean, Kirin's a brand, so, they have, like, multiple types of beers, so I have to be specific. But, yeah. Kirin is like my brand, dude. Like, you know, some people, a lot of expats seem to like Sapporo, the brand. And they're pretty okay. They got some pretty good beers. When they don't fucking cut them at the knees. I'm looking at you, Hokkaido Draft. There's a fucking good beer and you cut it off at the fucking knees. I'll never forgive the Japanese. Hey, that rhymes. Cut that shit off at the knees. Ah, such a good beer. But real talk though, I don't really drink all that often these days. But, yeah. I missed a couple things, so I'm gonna apply for a working holiday. See, that's a nice thing about being not American, is pretty much every other country except for America can apply for a working holiday visa, which is awesome. The closest an American can get is actually what I'm on right now, the job hunting visa. So that's basically as close to a working holiday visa as an American can get out here in Japan. It basically allows me to do all the things I was able to do on my student visa, but I don't have to go to school. I just have to look for a job, basically. Let's see, for Europe, hopefully when everything is in the countries streaming and trying to accumulate equipment over the next year. So nice. Yeah, it's definitely a good idea. And even if you do change equipment over time, just learning the process of everything will be more than worth it. So if it does take you a little bit longer and you want to like trade in gear before you actually come out here, I think it's great. You know, you can just sell that shit off of, I don't know if you want to use eBay or if there's like a better European equivalent of eBay, where you can just like sell it off and then use that money in addition to extra money for like newer equipment. Because I used to do that shit all the time with my camera gear and other things. Hell, I did that before I came out to Japan. I sold off my old computer and books, DVDs, all kinds of other knickknacks and doodads, just to make a little bit extra pocket change and use that to also fund for new gear as well. So, yep, did that. Karen's good. How often was I drinking before my 2-week abstaining period? I was drinking every day. Yeah, it was every day, bro. With that Kirin strong flow. So that's why I had to lay off the sauce. I was hitting that shit every day. And the thing was, like, I wasn't drinking, like, I never drank to like black out or throw up or anything like that. I never got to that point ever. Because I was always able to handle my liquor scandal pretty well. But the fact that I was like consistently drinking, because like I would hit, yeah, I was basically functioning alcoholic. That's the best way to put it. So I would hit like maybe like a tall boy strong, the 500 milliliter, half-liter ones, 9%. And then I would hit like a tall beer, which that's ranges from like 6 to 7% depending. And that was just for either lunch or supper. And then I would, you know, it used to be just like a supper, well, dinner thing. You know, I'd get like a beer for the dinner, and then I'd have like a strong chew high for after, because like the flavors for the chew high don't usually mix well with food. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It's kind of a gamble. But I always find beers pretty good with just about everything out here. So usually drink the beer with the meal, and then afterwards have the chew high. Maybe get a regular can of chew high to kind of give me that little extra. Let's drink Haposhu. Tastes like beer. Oh yeah, I've had that before. It was an interesting experience, but yeah, Haposhu's. It was an interesting experience, like I said. Yeah, it's definitely way cheaper for a reason. But it's definitely something people should do, but it's not something I want to do on the regular. I think if I ever get to that point, then it's like, all right, I have like a real problem. Need to have an intervention or something. But yeah, so with the drinking and stuff, I noticed just my thinking wasn't really all that good. Even when I wasn't drinking, even if I, you know, because there would be times where I like take a break for a couple days, but for the most part I was drinking every day. And even during the breaks, like my thinking wasn't really all that good. And what would usually bring me back to drinking, was anxiety. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's how they got around that. That's how Haposhu works. But yeah, what would usually bring me back to drinking was the anxiety. So like I'd quit for a couple days, and I'd start feeling like really anxious and paranoid. So I'd be like, all right, I gotta have something to kind of help take the edge off. And so I get back into drinking and kind of start the whole cycle over again. And I just noticed like the last month after, or, you know, when I graduated, thankfully, like shit, even though I passed with like a 3.0 GPA and did pretty darn good in the end, it felt like it took fucking everything out of me to do that. And that was a large part because of drinking. We would have 6%. Oh, really? Wow, only that small of a percentage change? Interesting. I thought it was like significantly less. I didn't know it was just a 1% difference. Interesting. Yeah, the one I had, I remember I was going bar hopping with a couple shipmates of mine several years ago. And we went out to this bar and had this drink called Hoppy, which I didn't know was Haposhu. I thought it was just like a beer. I thought it was like a really hoppy beer or whatever. So I was like, yeah, just give me some fucking hoppy or whatever. And they gave me like, because they basically just mix it with sochu. Yeah, definitely. And that's something I found out in Yokohama, because Yokohama has a, I don't know what it's like now, because I haven't gone, you know, bar crawling because of Old Colonial Macaroni. But before all that nonsense, Yokohama had a pretty burgeoning craft beer scene. And my shipmates and I would often go out to the craft beer bars out in Yokohama. And it's pretty expensive, all things considered, but you know, once the 1st and 15th roll around and that paycheck hits your bank, you know, go out for a couple drinks with the lads. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they had like ports, stouts, for like the dark beer. I always prefer like the lighter stuff, because the darker beers always fill me up. And I'm like, if I want a meal, I'll just eat. And I usually, you know how like some people like smoke and drink? I eat and drink. So like if I'm drinking, you know, I'm always eating something. So for the dark beers, it's like eating and drinking at the same time. And after a while, I'm just like, I feel like a waterbed. Just you hear like the sloshing around. So it's like, kung, kung. I'm like, okay, I gotta take it easy. But I do like making stuff with beer. So like chili, another fun secret ingredient, beer. Yeah. So I was experimenting with like different types of beer. Like I put in like the dark beer or some of the lighter ones. The Kirin Ichiban Shibori was my favorite one to use because it had a really good balance. Because like with the darker ones, you can usually like taste it in the chili. And with beer, it's like you don't really want to taste it per se. You just kind of want, you know, it kind of adds that little extra tweak. You know, adds a little bit of umami or whatever. You mostly just want to taste like the subtle notes. You don't want to be like, oh, there's beer in this chili. Basically. Now for some chili recipes, you know, if it's like beer, bean, and chili, you know, it kind of calls for that, and you're kind of expecting it. But if you're just adding it as an ingredient, like, it doesn't need to be the star of the show. Just kind of a fun little guest appearance. Just like, oh, that's nice. So, but yeah, well, with the drinking and stuff, I just noticed that like my mental clarity and stuff was just gone, and like I couldn't like think of things and do things like I used to. I just didn't have that mental snap, you know. And, you know, just making videos was like really hard because my brain was just fucking mush. Even if I'd stopped drinking for a couple days, you know, and then the old anxiety would come back and I'd have to grab a couple 2-3 beers, try to get back to normal. But I got a little bit of a health scare in December there was like a bruise on my leg that wasn't going away, and I don't even remember like bruising it. So I don't know what the fuck happened. So obviously I'm doing the worst possible thing and like looking up what it could be on WebMD, and you know, the answers range from it's just a fucking bruise, don't worry about it, dude, to like stage 4 terminal leg cancer. So I'm just like, I don't know. And then one of the things said it could be like a blood clot, and I'm like, blood clot? What's up with that? And I was looking up, it's like, yeah, it could be caused due to alcoholism. And I noticed that like my ankles were, well, not my ankle, but like the, you know, like the part of your shin that's like between your ankle and your calf. I don't know what the fuck that's called. Like that part was a little swollen. And I was looking up and I was like, that could be due to like alcoholism or whatever. So I was like, yeah, that's true. I do every once in a while like to dip out and get a darker beer. But yeah, I was noticing, you know, kind of the above ankle area getting a little different, and then I noticed that bruise, and I'm like, shit, if I don't think it's a blood clot, but at the same time, you never know. And I was looking, it's like, yeah, you know, even though the alcohol thins your blood, makes it easier for blood clots to go through, it like screws with your blood's ability to clot, so it like clots inconsistently. That's where a lot of people get fucked up with that shit. So, you know, there's people having like fucking strokes or just, you know, fucking dying like that because of blood clots. And I'm like, I don't think it's an actual blood clot, but I don't want to take that chance. So, you know, I just decided to like get clean, and was originally going to do it for like a week just to kind of see if like there was anything to it. And I noticed I was feeling like pretty darn good, actually. So I was like, well, maybe 2 weeks, see how it goes, because I noticed like the bruise was still kind of the same after a week, and I'm like, go 2 weeks. And I just passed 2 weeks this Sunday, and at this point I'm like, you know, I don't really need alcohol. That's not to say I'm never ever going to drink ever again, but I'm just not going to drink as consistently as I used to. You know, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna make it count, you know. So yeah, I just don't want to make it like a regular thing anymore. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. And it's not I don't want to be one of those guys who, you know, looks down on people who drink or anything like that. It's not about that shit. It's just, I just did it for my own health, both mental and physical. So, and so far so good. You know, I'm definitely noticing the creativity and everything coming back. Anxiety was really hard to deal with, especially at first, but kind of those moments are starting to, you know, drop a little bit, especially because I'm going out for walks more often because the weather's getting a little better. So definitely going out for daily walks, stuff like that, definitely helps. And I've also lost some dang old Kelowna chubbage too. So, oh shit, that's right, I was gonna weigh myself this morning. God damn it, forgot. But yeah, I'm closing in on 10 pounds lost in the 2 weeks that I've gone sober and started walking regularly. So feeling pretty good about that. But yeah, as far as other things go, I already mentioned I started my new job last week. Right? What was last week at this point? Right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Just making sure. Mix cayenne pepper with my food every day. Helps with chest pain I was having. Nice, nice. Yeah, spicy food also helps too. Turns out it's actually really good for the immune system. Didn't know that. So it definitely might explain why I don't get sick all that often. Although this little bit of sniffliness I think is from all the pollen that's coming out because of the warmer weather and it's dry, so a lot of pollens and stuff's released into the air now. So yeah, that's where the extra spice comes in Because spice is nice. This has got Cajun seasoning. It's got bell pepper, onion, garlic, and thyme? I don't know. Kind of leafy thing. Parsley, maybe? Cajun. Oh, okay. It's Cajun. Onion powder. Oh, it is thyme. Okay, cool. So I was right. So I was just looking at the images on here and then kind of reading the back. See, I can read the japonese. Shit, a little bit. Yeah. See, that's the thing I thought too. Game Unlock. So alcohol doesn't create blood clots. It actually thins the blood, so it makes it easier for blood clots to go through. But in doing that, it's the blood's reaction to it that causes the blood clots, because it notices, oh, the blood's a lot thinner, so I got to create more blood clots, or I have to like clot more. So it overcompensates basically. And it also breaks down calcium, prevents kidney stones. Not about that last one, but I think it's done more damage to my kidneys than anything. But I don't know. Not a doctor. I don't play one on the internet. So. Hard saying. But one thing I do know is I do feel a hell of a lot better now, and I'm losing some dang Kelowna chubbage. My shit's not as fucking tight as it used to be, so that's a plus in my book. Anyway, I say this as I'm gonna munch on a fucking onpon. So we got this onpon, which is filled with oh, where's the other side? The sweet red bean paste. Jesus, words. Full of adzuki, which is the red beans. And there's different like ways you can get these. You can get like the smooth ones. You can get fried onpon. I prefer the coarse ones just because I like a little bit of texture. You know. I guess texture-wise, the closest I could equate it to would be like refried beans. But it tastes nothing like refried beans. It just has a very unique taste. So, get some new vids to watch later. But I fucking love these things. I first got into them when I was stationed out in San Diego, because they had a little Asian market out there at Kearny Mesa, and there's this little Chinese bakery that would make these fresh. They were so fucking good, dude. So fucking good. And here is the, I don't know how well this camera can pick it up, so I'm sorry if I'm just doing this for no reason. But here is the cross section. You can see the red bean paste and a little bit of that hollow on top. It's got some little seeds on top, little sesame seeds. So. Yeah, I think I have the focus locked, so sorry about that. I'll explain why it wasn't showing up all clear. Yeah, man, as far as the new job goes, I think I've already said this, but really liking it. It was really intimidating at first, because I didn't understand their workflow system. But yo, what up, Andy DeVirgo? Where am I at now? Just in my room out here in Habon. What's going on? being an Anpan, man. Do I plan on staying in Japan long term? Hold on. It's hard saying, to be honest with you. It just depends on opportunities and if I'm able to stay due to work and stuff like that. Because with the GI Bill, I only have so much of it left, and Andy-san was the name Jasmine gave me before you. Oh, nice. Oh, were you that other Andy in the guest house? Ah, nice, nice. That's cool. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, as far as if I plan on staying in Japan long term, honestly, it just depends on opportunities and jobs and stuff like that out here. You know, if I'm able to find somebody who help sponsor my visa, keep me here, I'll definitely want to stay. But seeing as, you know, I'm in the you know, the video what do you want to call it, industry or whatever, I know that ultimately... Oh, you were? I must be thinking of a different Andy. Sorry. There was another Andy at the guest house. I thought you were that Andy. Okay. Oh, gotcha. Oh, okay. Right on. I might have seen you. I was on. I think I was on like one of her live streams. It was the one where she was debuting her book. I was the first one to buy it. I bought it live on the stream. So yeah, I might have seen you on there, but it's been a while, so sorry if I don't remember you. Yeah, man. With being in the video industry, I know ultimately if I really want to have a go at this and like make a living off of it, and not just, oh nice, then I'll have to go to where the jobs are, basically. And Tokyo, there's a lot of opportunities there for sure. But for what I do, the main opportunities are in LA and New York. So I know eventually I'll have to make my way over there at some point, which is fine. And also with you know, the recent exodus from California and New York too, just due to the world changing and everything. There might be other hubs out there as well. I know that there's, you know, some hubs in the south, like in Georgia and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, you can make some pretty good money editing videos. I mean, hell, that's what I do for a living. That's how I'm able to afford this very Anpan that you're seeing right now. Bought it with money that I made making videos. So who says he can't go anywhere making bids? Yeah. Yeah, that's basically what I've been doing out here in Japan. Like, I haven't had a non-video related job out here at all. Never taught English, none of that stuff. I'm not saying that because I look down. No, I'm not saying that to look down on English teachers. You know, there's a lot of good English teachers out there and stuff, but you know, it's just not really something I'm all that interested in, unless I absolutely have to. I'm trying to avoid it as best I can, but worst comes to worst, I might have to. But do my best to avoid it. Yeah, I've worked for several YouTubers out here. I've worked for, you know, some companies and stuff out there. Probably make more money. Yeah, probably. But Japan salary, man, make $2,500 a month. So if they can live with that, you can do. Yeah, totally. Plus, a lot of them get shit that they don't need, so their spending is a little out of control. Not as bad as most Americans, though, but, you know, they can do better. So. Trying to think. Yeah. That's what I get paid. It's mostly once a month. It just depends on the client. Like some clients, it's per project. So once the project's done, then I'll get paid. Other times, it's getting paid once a month, which sucks. Because oftentimes the pay period doesn't line up with, yeah, that shit fucking sucks, dude. It's so hard. Which is why I like having the flexibility of, you know, side gigs and stuff like that. So, you know, if I'm a little lean that time of the month, you know, I just do a couple side hustle gigs and get paid once they're done. So, you know, some gigs I get paid per hour, others I get paid per day. Yeah. Oh, there we are. Yeah, especially broke ass students, younger, of course. Yeah, it's one of those things where when it's good, but when it's not good, it's not good. And right now, I'm just kind of starting to come out of the woods with it. Since I started this new job, I'm getting paid next month, so that's gonna help. But definitely in the red right now, for sure. So I've just been working my ass off to get myself back in black, baby. Maybe I should have got some more coffee. I thought I would feel a little more energetic after that whole thing, but kind of like, eh. That's what happens. But yeah, once school starts back up and I'm back on the GI Bill, in addition to that, plus my Arabito work, I should be able to get by just fine. I've just got to be able to schedule it properly, basically. So there's ways around it. And especially with what I do, I could do it all sitting here from my computer, basically. There's some things I do need like a Mac for, so I have to like go into the office. And then there's some where, you know, they have it all set up and I can just log in. Others not so much. It just varies. But most of the time I can just do everything here. You know, I just get the files or whatever and just edit it all here, which is nice. That's one of the things I love about doing what I do, is that I don't have to like physically be anywhere most of the time. And especially after old Colonial Macaroni happened, it's become a lot more normalized. Because like before, it was kind of seen as this weird thing of like working from home, right? It seemed like one of those like unicorn jobs. You know, it's like, you know, you had to like know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody to get something like that, because you know you see it on all like the internet ads and stuff like that. You know, HR hates him or whatever the case. You know, how I earn like so much money a week working from home, all that kinds of stuff, and you know. But now like it's become a lot more commonplace for sure. And I think it's only going to get more commonplace, which I'm super about, because I mean, Japan's one thing, but in America, like, you need a car. You know, that was like the main expense was vehicle for me, in addition to rent. But you know, whether it's the actual cost of the car, if I was on payments, most of the time I wasn't. But like insurance, gas, stuff like that. If it broke down, maintenance. Yeah, that shit adds up. And all that just to like cart my ass back and forth to work or get groceries or something like that. You know, it's fucking ridiculous. But now with the rise of being able to work from home, as well as these gig economy things really taking off beyond like LA and New York and stuff like that, you know, with like Uber Eats and what's the other one, Postmates, stuff like that. You know, you don't really need to leave the house for most things, which is good, you know, not just for working stiffs like myself, but also, you know, for like elderly folk too who can't drive, or you know, they don't have anybody to take them anywhere, or you know, they need something, and there you go. So there's that too. And especially out here in Japan, they got a lot more older folk out here, so you know, so stuff like that will definitely be helpful for them. So it's just one of them things where, goodness, hold on, let me clean this area up a little bit. I'll be right back. I mean, I'll still be here, I just won't be on camera. But I'm still here in the background. Ah, fuck me. My knees freaking cracked. It was like crack crack. Goodness. Yeah, I just gotta clean up my mess here. Then we're gonna get some water. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Whoa, shit. I have a seat cushion that like flew off. Excuse me. Whew. Alrighty. Ears are getting a little hot there. But yeah. Where are we at with the viewership? I got OBS and... Oh, okay. Oh, it says on the other side. My bad. Didn't see you there. That's good. That's good. Yeah, got myself a big ass 2-liter of water. I drink one of these a day. So, in addition to not drinking any alcohol, I drink a lot more water, which helps keep everything flowing. And the cool thing about this particular water from 7-Eleven is that it's the most alkaline that I've seen from the water out here in Japan. It is an 8.1. Most of them are like 6, 6.5, something like that. Just neutral, but I like it a little more alkaline. Plus I go to 7-Eleven all the time for the tuna sando. Guy loves me some tuna sando. I do mix it up with onigiri, but when I first got back to Japan, I was killing it with the onigiri. So, got a little burnt out on them. And the tuna sando, you can just like easily put stuff on top. Onigiri, you got to be a little more careful because you know it spills everywhere. But yeah, so I don't know what the hell was I talking about. Old ADD brain. Forgot. Yeah, with the job, it's going pretty good. Gonna have to renegotiate a couple things elsewhere, just because I'm spending a lot of time with this new job, so I have to consolidate with some other places. And then one of the things that I really enjoy is shooting a lot more, getting a chance to shoot a lot more than edit, because I do like editing, but I feel like I've been doing that a little too much, and it's one of those things where even if you like it, you shouldn't do it like all the time, because well, for one, burnout is real, and for two, it's like it feels like it's the only thing I fucking do all day, every day. So I've been taking a lot more gigs where I'm shooting. Which is good. So I've been working a lot more for Eric Sir 6, doing a lot of shooting for that channel. I definitely want to get involved with that. I definitely want to get involved with another company that I work with as well, because they do shoots and stuff like that too. Although right now I'm just their little editor monkey, basically. But I definitely want to get involved with shooting and the other sides of production, so that way it can be a more versatile and can help them out in more ways than one. Because you just gotta market yourself. And you can be a really good editor, but I find that right now I'm kind of at that spot where I'm getting a lot of gigs, but I don't get paid a whole lot per gig. But the accumulation of all the gigs allows me to get by out here in Japan. But I figure with make myself a little more versatile, I can do more than just edit. So I'm not sitting on my ass all the time, which is not good for the old health. And as far as networking and stuff like that goes, it's a little hard right now, but hopefully things will start clearing up here in the next few months, because nobody wants to, there's no networking events going on, and nobody wants to go outside or anything like that with other people, that is. Most of the time you might see people kind of wandering around outside, but as far as making content goes, is what I mean. But let's check something here real quick, because I haven't checked Craigslist in a while. They do have some pretty... Damn it, it's bright. That's not fucking bright. Craigslist needs a fucking dark mode, I swear to God. Anyway, so we got the jobs section. Then we got here. I'll bring it up. Fuck it. Where is it? Let me get that window up here. There we go. Yeah, you see what I'm up to. Just don't read my history tab, okay? I'm just kidding. So yeah, got jobs here. Then we'll switch over to gigs, which this is usually where a lot of the media stuff is. It's in the gig section. Okay. Okay, I think this is around where I cut off. So, AV actress, no. Personal locate font, what the fuck? Maid or housekeeper, nah. What's that about? Installing fog lights, not really. Wallpaper application? They're a drink company based in the US and I look for someone who distributes... Oh, okay, that is definitely not me. Up-tempo marketers. Yeah, I know, I'm cheating. Okay, so it's just translation. Yeah. Okay. Sometimes the gigs are... Actually, shit. I forgot to check something. Hold on. Wanted to check to see if that Concha gig is still up. That's still fucking up there, January 11th. So, yeah, this gig right here was the one that Great Sandman gave me the shout out on. Let me pull up comments here so that way I can actually see what the fuck's going on. Because I can't see comments if I'm browsing around. Yeah, right? Wanted. Direct. Yeah. Gotta love that direct language, right, Twin Lamps? One of my American neighbors, when I lived in Japan, bought older Japanese drift cars and sold them in the US. Yeah! Making a ton of money. Yeah, that's what, one of my other friends, he did that too. He ran like an import-export business here. Back when he was living in Japan. Made a fuck ton of money. And that's something... Excuse me. That's something... Goddamn. Oh. That's something I wanted to do when I came out here too. On a smaller scale, of course. But, you know, I wanted to run some kind of like import-export type business. You know, whether it was like with... Yeah, no worries. That's actually what I wanted to do was, you know... Kind of do import-export with trading cards, as well as game cartridges, you know, retro games. Because my friend Jim from the Kid Shuriken channel, he makes like a shit ton of money doing that sort of thing. And that's not even like his main deal. Like he just kind of does it as like a side thing, but he makes a good chunk of change doing that. And obviously it's kind of gone down significantly with shipping and everything on the rise. Because of lockdown, so he doesn't make as much now, but you know, before all that stuff happened, he was making a fair mint, just doing it on the side. So I figured if I were to get a little more serious about something like that when I got out here, you know, especially with the trading card boom going on, you know, get some import exports, stuff like that. Yeah, shit's fucking money. So anyway, let's review this video editor thing before we go scrounging around for Tokyo jobs. So video editor for Concha Japan Travel Guide. This is the one I looked at on an earlier live stream, and I actually applied to this one. So I've made some money exporting MTG cards. Nice. Yeah, I know several cats who've done that. Jesus, come on, brain. Brendan Riot, he did that. He did that a lot. He would sell within like Southeast Asia. Like he would go get cards from like Japan and like sell them in Korea or Taiwan or something like that, and you know, also sell stuff, you know, to the West. You know, sell stuff in America and things like that. Or like he would go on like these travel trips. Well, travel trips, you know, but you go on these trips to get like a shit ton of cards and like go to another country and sell them. And dude fucking made mints doing shit like that. Sure, the Pokemon cards also go for the... Yeah, especially the Pokemon cards. Dongos don't seem to be an issue at all, even in the US. Yeah, because again, it's, you know, import-export, man. So if anything, they're seen as more valuable because, you know, it's like, oh, it's in Japanese, man. This shit's fucking crazy, yo. You know, they call it the Dark Magician, the Black Magician. Oh my gosh. So, anyway, this Concha one, I applied to it. It's pretty good. They haven't gotten back to me yet, so yeah, I probably didn't get it. But yeah, it would be nice if I did get it though. If you look at those prices over here, editing and titling, and the titling is not even that bad as far as you know what they're looking for here. So we'll just go ahead and show that. So they have this little playlist here to kind of give you an idea of what they're looking for here. So I'll just hit the mute so that way kind of get an idea. So yeah, they got this little title block up here, and then you just basically insert. It looks like they basically just cut the camera into like two little sections. So it's not like it's two different cameras, it's just like one camera but it's split in the middle. Then they have, you know, the lesson and the whatever they're saying, and you know, like an example sentence or something like that. And it looks, I'm trying to find a, come on, yeah, sashiburi desu. You know, then you have that for when she's talking, and then you have something for when she's talking, and you know, stuff like that. So yeah, it looks pretty damn easy, in my opinion. You just got to get a good workflow going, but like once you get that down, like it's real fucking easy to pump that shit out, for sure. I've done it a bunch of times. So yeah, looking at this, you know, 44,000 per video, that's roughly like 420 bucks. 420, man. Per video. That's for editing and titling. If you're just editing it, then it'll be, you know, 16,500, so about 150 bucks, 155, something like that. So yeah, significant dip, yeah. I wish, yeah. Yeah, I definitely can't do that kind of stuff here for sure. But yeah, this gig would be fucking awesome. And I even sent them an email to kind of like get an idea of what to expect and to kind of see like how many videos a week I would be getting. And like I could easily do this along with all my other stuff if they would accept me. Come on, Concha Japan travel guide, Onegasha, please. I'll give you an onpon. Not that one I just ate, but another one. I can pull some strings, you know, make it happen. Yeah, 44,000 a video. They said it would only be like one video a week, with like a week or two turnaround time. So not too bad for something like this. I could probably bust it out over the weekend or something like that. That's generally how I would do it. If I was busy working during the week, just bust it out on the weekends. I mean, hell, like if I were going back to school, like I could probably just do that along with fucking GI Bill stuff. So we'll just say it's $420. It's probably more than that. Probably $430. But we'll just say on the low end, hypothetically speaking. Actually, fuck, well, I'll just look it up. How much was it? 44? 1, 2, 3. In the USD. It's like it new. Okay, 418. Okay, I'll round up. Okay. I was close. 420 berets it. So, hypothetically, say they give me one video a week. It's 4 a month. So that's 1680 in the USD. So 1,680 USD. That's almost as much as I make with just the GI Bill alone. So I'd be effectively doubling my income. And it's actually gone up a little bit this year too, so it's, you know, more than that. So I'd be getting close to like 3,500 a month in the USD if I were to just do this and you know, go to school full time. So that's like $1,000 more than the average salaryman gets. So that's fucking amazing. If I were to get it, but you know, might email back, kind of poke them a little bit, because I know it'd be easy to like write this off and be like, ah, I guess they didn't like my thing or didn't want me or whatever, like, you know, whatever the case. But they've had this post up for nearly a month at this point, so maybe they're just kind of waiting for this to run out and then they'll do it. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe I'm just being optimistic. Oh, thanks, dude. I appreciate it. For those who don't know, the beats I'm using are from Zenbuster. It's a new lo-fi chill hop music that I found through a friend of mine. So I'm able to use all this music without having to worry about copyright flags or any of that stuff. I talked to the owner of the channel, and he was super okay with it. So we are good there. Yeah, no worries. So shout out, major shout out to old Zenbuster Music. And he also has some single songs on there as well. So if you're just looking for like a single song, he also has like maybe some hour-long compilations. This is just a live stream of it. Just a small little up-and-coming channel. Doing good things. Anyway, let's get back to the yobs. I only have a few more minutes left and I gotta get going. But I guess we'll start from earliest. Shit, did I? What the fuck happened? That's weird. Why did it shift to Japanese? It's odd. Just to make it consistent, so. Of course. I guess we'll just do the first 2 pages. Be fine. So English teaching, freelance model. English full-time helper. English. A lot of fucking Bondo City. Where the fuck is that at? It's probably some English teaching gig, but yeah, ALT, fucking where? Bondo City, I never even heard of that. Does it say where? Okay. Yeah, well, I can't even get this job anyway because I don't have a bachelor's. So they'll be like, それはちょっと Oh, okay. Oh, that's where that's at. Ibaraki? Okay. Yeah, well, fuck it. I don't give a shit about that. So. Them riggers. Graphic programmer. I don't think that's quite what I'm looking for, but, yeah, it's a bachelor's degree, so. They're adamant about that shit. The fuck is this? Wrongful dismissal. Oh, fucking guide for the francophone. I wonder if I can just, yeah, I'll just search by category. The such. Probably in like marketing or some shit like that. Web design, engineering, system marketing, sales. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. Seeking model for photo and movie shoot, media contents. Ooh, what's this? That's new. We'll say this one first, and then we'll go to the other one. Yeah, Ibaraki's a little too far for me from Kanagawa. Female model. Okay. Conversation. Fucking Sanmon right there. Nice. Not too bad. 200k? That's pretty. Probably asking for like, you know, super uber Japanese. Yeah, there you go. Fucking. Our international team. What the fuck even is this job? Research and coordination for Japanese media. live in Tokyo. I don't live in Tokyo, but I live close. 1 hour commute to Chuoku. I think so. I have valid working visa, Japanese spouse visa. His proficiency. Well, it is what it is. GG no re, apparently. So, try media, then marketing. A Christian drummer and guitarist. I'm gonna do it for Jesus. Oh, here we go. That's no one. Look for models. I'm gonna look at this a little bit as well. You're an industrial designer. Director of photography for upcoming web promotions. I think that's what they mean. DP, director of photography. Cameraman wanted. Ooh. And that's the one I already. I already saw that one. We'll look at it anyway. Fuck it. Technical artist, rigger. We already saw those. Oh, what? I don't know what that is. Check it out. Oh yeah, this one. That was hilarious. So like, yeah, 30-second TikToks for like 100 yen a piece. Yeah. Suck my dick and balls. Only that much. Anyway. Looking. Oh yeah, I saw that one. That was for a shoot that already fucking happened. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's not down yet. Yeah, this one. Fucking. Check this out. Currently, we're looking for someone who can transcript a short TikTok video for 100 yen each. Hard pass. Yeah, good luck with this one. From French to Japanese, wow. And my Fransogo ain't so jozu. Sorry, guys. Oh, yeah, that is the same one. Yeah, see. Alright, here we go. Flowers, yeah, I can do that. Need a cameraman who can take people, products, and images. Part-time, full-time's okay. Might be interesting. We're gonna save that one for later. Not expecting much, but... Japanese director looking for director of photography, upcoming web promotions. You're interested in this first one? Promotions. Maybe. Alright. This is a little more. No payment until the channel can make profit. 50-50. Look for someone who's willing to help my YouTube channel. What I want you to do is make a visual part of the videos we edit. What? A visual part of the video. Are you talking about editing? Or... Even though he says no payment until the channel can make profit, I'm gonna save that for later anyway. Models, Jesus Christ, that fucking back, yo. Nice. Hopefully I wasn't on the live stream that often. It was art, it was art, it was art. But anyway, please don't ban me, YouTube. I'm sorry, Susan. Okay, so I better get off of here before I get in trouble. You saw nothing. It was only for art. I swear to God. Just looking for a job, man. Alright. Was not expecting that. I'm sorry. From... Oh, shit. Oh, it was media and marketing. My bad, my bad. So anyway. Global marketing... This one. SNS marketing visa. Fucking. But how much were they making though? 200 to 250. HR consultant. Information gathering interview. Only I had into. Gee golly gosh. Oh, yeah. Thanks for not saying anything in the comments, guys. Non-profit. Oh, it's just the agent. Some real estate agents use, I wonder if Zillow has a thing out here. That was something else I was working on when I was back in the States, was becoming like a photographer for real estate listings. You don't make a whole lot of money from it per shoot, but if you can get like a shit ton of shoots done, it's a pretty good side hustle if you get it going, you know. There's a company that did it, which is the reason why we didn't continue doing it back when I was living in Ohio. But there was another company that was out there doing it, kind of janky looking, but they were still charging like, oh, what was it? I think it was like $100-200 a video to just do like real estate pictures and video walkthroughs and things like that, just using his cell phone and a gimbal. And yeah, so we realized we couldn't really compete in that market, in that area, because the money wouldn't support it. But I figure, like, looking at it now, I could be like, yeah, I can like streamline that process, get them done really quick, and just bust out a whole bunch of videos, you know. So even though it doesn't pay much per gig, if you get a whole bunch of gigs, it'll add up. So sales maybe. A team of ladies. I'm seeking a team of ladies for newly opened marriage agency. I need girls with marriage attitude. Wanted, non-Japanese girl with English skills. Are you a Josei? Is your ego Jozu? We want you. In Kalamazoo. Not really. It's in Tokyo. Overseas sales, global trading company. Ooh. What's that about? And of course, they get all the white folks in there shaking hands like, hi, you're hired, I guess. Under 33. Oh. Yeah, they don't want them fucking Oyaji out here. But 3 million, 4.5. Not too bad. Not too bad for out here, anyway. Oh, same fucking one. So, alright, cool. Bitcoin bullshit, whatever. I think I checked this one already, right? Yeah, I already checked that one. Okay, cool. So, Disney. Go ahead and get everything all back. So, alrighty. Oh, goodness. Alright, so that was fun. And it doesn't hurt to kind of check around, see what's out there. That's just with Craigslist. You know, there's obviously, you know, other job boards. You know, you got fucking Gaijin Pod for jobs. What's the other one? Like Die Job, stuff like that. For me, like, I'm just looking to see what's all out there. Like, I definitely have plenty of gigs already, but it doesn't hurt to see what's all out there, you know? See if being paid properly and all that. Kind of see what's going on. And one more thing before we go. I want to see if let's see if that Chris Broad thing is still good. What's this? Friend of TJ? What's that about? For employees of... I don't think that's the one. Alright, so you guys sign up for this fucking thing, I guess. Okay. So, one last thing is... Oh, I guess this one's already passed. What was the old one? Let's look Yeah, it's... What was that category under? Business management communications, got it. I'm curious if it's still there. Resource, I forget. I think it was marketing communications. Ah, there we are. Is that the new one? That's the new one. Yeah. Ah, yeah, that's the one. Okay, I'll bring the thing back up. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Okay, so real quick before we go, because I gotta head out here soon. We're gonna be looking at the Chris Broad from abroad Japan, holding an instructional course. And I wanted to go to the one last year, but your boy was a bit po for that one. So hopefully by this time I'll have some muns saved up. So it's only like almost 3 months away. Not too bad. So yeah, it's a 2-day workshop with old Chris abroad, talking about YouTubes and things. So that is the 24th. So yeah, it'd be the last weekend of April. So 24th, 25th, so that's Saturday, Sunday. Not too bad. Let's see. Now for anyone serious. Okay, so this 2-day workshop draws on the 7 years of experience of developing one of Japan's most successful YouTube channels with over 1 million subs. Guide students through the fundamentals of starting and growing a successful channel. Workshops meant for anyone serious about starting a channel for themselves or the business. Participants should walk away with a solid understanding of the fundamentals of creating a channel, startup plan for their channel, strategy for ongoing content generation, and should be ready to begin creating videos in line with their strategy. The workshop will cover key factors for success, developing a channel theme, building and communicating your channel's vision, effective use of titles and thumbnails, advice for growing your followers, and creating a content calendar. As a workshop, participants will spend time developing their own channel and will have extensive opportunity to get feedback from the instructor and their peers. So getting personally instructed by Chris Broadson. It's like, oh, Andy-san, that idea's a bit shit, isn't it? Right. All for the low price of 36,000 yen, so that's about, what, 350 bucks? That's pretty good for a weekend seminar, to be honest with you guys. I know it sounds like a lot, but if you see like the price of some of these other courses, it's a fucking steal. Like, I'm looking at some of these other courses and they're like twice that, at least. So, might be a possibility. You know, it'll be pretty fun. Get instruction from Chris Broad Sensei. I originally wanted to do the one with John Dobb, but that was during like maximum burnout time. So I'm like, I want to do it, but I'm like hella burnout, so no. But things are good now, so yeah. I wonder if that's still going on, the fucking Dobb work. I don't know if it was called a workshop or fucking, yeah, the JTNO. What's the diggler? That was back in October. Yeah, I don't think he's doing that anymore. But we'll see. Is that the one? I'm sure they've closed that shit off by now. Ah, yeah, it's unlisted, so yeah. Application period from October 5th to November 1st, 2020. So desu ne. Yeah. That'd be nice, but oh well. Okay, I didn't. Yeah. So it's 1, 2. It was basically like a 3-day seminar spread out. So you basically meet like every Saturday for 3 Saturdays in a row for an hour to talk about stuff and things. And then there'd be like the big symposium date on the 17th of January. Yeah. Apparently it was all online with Zoom. But yeah. So that'd have been cool. Them egos. Sorry. I did. Fuck off. Alright, so we'll look this up real quick and then I gotta head out. So meetings and events. Probably fucking nothing going on right now, obviously. Online meetings, yeah. I got fucking Nosh. Yeah, well. Oh well. Alright guys, I think that's gonna do it for this live stream here. Been on for over 2 hours now. Nice. Looking nice-oo. So, just want to thank you guys for tuning in this live stream and for watching my other stuff. Hoping to make more of that quality content shortly. But we'll see how things go. But so far so good. So, anyway, with all that said, guys, this is the Andy signing for now. As always, forever. We'll see you next time. Catch you later, guys. Bye.